Welcome to Card Corner. These are the cards. That's the corner. Today I'm going to be opening these Phantom cards. They're based on a 1996 movie starring Billy Zane that is actually based on a 1936 comic strip that's still going today. I never really read the comic strip, that's for sure. I think I did see the movie when I was a kid, but I decided to check it out again just to have some more context to give to you guys as I open these packs. I noticed on the back it says the Inkworks guarantee, which I've never seen on a pack of cards. So let's just go through that. It says at least one complete set, 1 to 90 of collector cards can be found in each sealed display box of our trading card product. All cards, including any randomly packed bonus cards, will be found defect free or we will replace while supplies last. I feel like that's probably not valid anymore. Um, so yeah, it looks like they definitely are confident that they're going to give you some high quality trading cards. It says the odds of finding the Phantom foil embossed puzzle cards are 1 in 10 packs. And then it says foil work skulls 1 in 35 packs. And then disappearing Phantom lenticular works in 1 in 96 packs. So let's see if we can't open any of those. So I watched the movie and I did think it was I liked it. Like it was very silly. So if you're not into like silly stuff, then you're probably not gonna like it that much. But it was very had a lot of like adventure parts, and it was so over the top. Like he like jammed a stick on the airplane into gear so that they could like drop down onto his horse off the airplane. It was absolutely ridiculous. Back in the Big Apple, when the Phantom travels in civilian attire, he is known as Kit Walker, a dashing young rogue. He arrives in Manhattan for the first time since his college days. He takes a cab straight to the offices of the New York Tribune to meet the Palmers. To the hack driver's delight, Kit pays his fare in precious stones, because the only money he had was like from the island where he grew up. So he just gave the cab driver a pocket full of diamonds and stuff. And then he like went inside, and when he came out, the driver was like happy. He's like, "I got those stones appraised." Like, where? I don't know. So here's Catherine Zeta-Jones and the other lady that was in the movie. Diana and Sala team up. It isn't just every man for himself, as the women join in too to battle the Sang Brotherhood. The savages attack Sala and Diana Palmer, and the two tough adventuresses join to fend off their foes. So she was like she kidnapped her at the start, and then just like randomly she said to her like, "Oh, don't you love anything?" And then she like totally made like a turn and was like a good guy suddenly. It was very abrupt and unexpected. Here is some. So this is this lady, and then she's like, this guy had like grabbed her around in like a bear hug, and she just like slipped down underneath, like very cartoony. Lending an elbow, Diana Palmer has learned a few moves in her world travels, and this includes some hand to hand combat. As the Phantom tries to rescue her, she clobbers some of the thugs Drax has sent to capture her. So they captured her because, actually, I don't really remember. Here we've got some lights on, and looks like maybe it's going to explode. Evil is gone. The underwater city is rigged with explosives that are detonated at once. The Sang Brotherhood enclave is blown to bits, closing a long and bloody chapter of death and destruction. So I don't know if I like the design that much. Just having the logo with no title on the front of the card kind of, I think, is not as good. The world of this card. It's a different one. Inside the Skull Cave. The Skull Cave is both a home and headquarters to the Ghost Who Walks. For 4 centuries, it has been modified, improved, and expanded. Now it has electricity and running water. The Skull Throne is where the Phantom does his thinking. The Chronicle Chamber is where he reads and writes. So this is the lair of the Phantom. And it was passed down for 20 generations, all of whom were the Phantom. And so that's why they think that he's a ghost, is because they keep killing him, but he comes back as the kid of the old Phantom, I suppose. All right, next, I think this is Billy Zane, but as a kid. Following a vicious battle at sea, a young boy is orphaned by marauding, murdering pirates. He washes up on the shores of an uncharted desert island on the edge of the Bengala jungle. He is startled to wake up at the feet of elaborately dressed jungle tribesmen. Yeah, there was a lot of that in this movie. Elaborately dressed jungle tribesmen. Oh, I like this one. He's like swinging on a rope. They're like hanging off of a bridge, and he shoots his pistol to break the rope so that they can swing to the side there of the chasm. The Phantom grabs at Zach's shirt and pulls him to safety. The pair are dangling hundreds of feet over a mountain gorge in the Bengala jungle. Using one of his trusty pistols, the Phantom blasts away a hanging support vine, and the lucky pair swing to the other side of the ravine. So if you don't like that very sort of like tropey adventure vibe, then you're probably not going to like this. But if you do like that kind of thing, I'd say check out the movie. After them, Quill does not want the man who cannot die and Diana Palmer to escape from him. The pair have stolen a seaplane to make their getaway, so Quill loads a truck with gunmen to pursue them. They like literally escaped over water, and somehow they still found them driving the truck. There was a lot of sort of like plot contrivances or conveniences, I guess you might call them. Well, that's sort of the feel. It's like Tarzan or Zorro or one of those like super old comics. So the writing or the style is a lot more silly, I would say. Here he is with a tiger that he just he didn't know the tiger. It was just a tiger in a zoo. The Phantom is chased uptown and into Central Park, where he takes refuge in the park zoo. The police think he has been lost. Little do they know he is relaxing in a tiger's cage with a new friend. So he's kind of is like Tarzan, can talk to the animals. Oh yeah, the pirate guy was what's his name from Mortal Kombat? Chang Sun. The leader of the pirates rebuffs Drax's offer to team up. He would rather fight than join forces with the New York crime kingpin. As hell breaks loose when the Phantom jumps in and joins the fight. Sorry, all hell breaks loose. I think so far that one is my favorite card. Oh, but we got the Billy Zane card. Kit Walker, Billy Zane. The alter ego of the Phantom is Kit Walker. It is in this guise that he travels the world in civilian clothes. Billy Zane plays Kit / the Phantom. Zane is no stranger to working in the jungle. He co-starred with Tom Berenger in Sniper, all set in a jungle climate. I've seen Sniper. I thought it was pretty good. And then they made like a dozen sequels, but I don't think that the ones after that were that great. Zane was also memorable in the cult favorite TV series Twin Peaks, which shamefully I haven't seen, much to the chagrin of many of my friends. I think that's a good card too. And luckily it is a good one because there's a second one right underneath of it. So it's a good time to mention that we do trades on this channel. So if you want to trade for one of the Billy Zane cards, then let me know. The information on how to do that is on the About page of the YouTube channel. You can trade me for, I think I'll only trade one of the Billy Zanes away. All right, next up it's this guy. It's Patrick McGoohan as the Phantom's father. The ghost of the Phantom's father is a kindly and helpful soul to the hero. He had the job until 1932 when he was betrayed and killed by Quill. Veteran actor Patrick McGoohan plays the father. He is well known for creating and starring in the classic TV series The Prisoner. McGoohan plays the crazed King Edward I in the Mel Gibson epic Braveheart in 1995. Nice. I like that it's got information about the outside stuff outside the movie, like that he was in Braveheart. Uh, Although it's not really clear in the movie that he's a ghost. Like they kind of just have him standing there, and you do know that his dad was killed as the Phantom, so you do know he's not supposed to be there, but it doesn't really read as a ghost in the movie. Still, I like that card too. I wonder if he's still around. All right, next to it, got another Phantom card. Here he's sitting on a throne. Pretty cool. The legend of the ghost who walks continues. Through 21 generations, eerily identical jungle lords have patrolled the world fighting tyranny and greed. None but jungle natives and a handful of confidants know his secret. The man who cannot die is born into legend and trained by his father to continue the work of his ancestors. From his skull cave, the modern Phantom is the 21st of the line. It is 1936. The world is awash in evil. One man stands up to the fight, the Phantom. This is his story. So I guess this is his iconic purple suit. It did kind of seem ridiculous. Mrs. Corner definitely thought that his suit was really dumb, and I don't think she liked the movie as much as I did, but that's okay. All right, next up we've got looks like some of his pals, the shaman. The shaman thrusts his hand out to the orphaned boy, revealing a carved ring bearing the mark of the Phantom. By the light of torches, the boy makes a solemn oath. I swear to devote my life to the destruction of piracy, greed, cruelty, and injustice, and my sons and their sons shall follow me. I guess it's a good thing that they only had one son each. Otherwise, there might have been a fight over who gets to be the Phantom. There she is. Is she a reporter? I forget what she was doing there. Dave Palmer has uncovered an elaborate scheme that Drax is concocting. He wants to investigate himself, but his niece Diana steps in. She is a world-class traveler and an accomplished adventurer. She volunteers to go to the Bengala jungle and meet with the jungle patrol there. Diana knows that it is a dangerous mission, and she relishes it. So she was investigating the Drax guy, who is trying to get these 3 skulls that, when they combine, give you superpowers. All right, on to pack 3. It is the last pack. All right, we got Catherine Zeta-Jones here with her, she had like a squad of all women. The Phantom and Diana Palmer are on the run somewhere in the cargo hold of the freighter ship. Sala and her co-pilots are on the hunt for the pair and rush through the corridors in pursuit. Unknown to them, the couple are on the upstairs deck, engaged in combat with the crew. Here he is in New York. The like setting in New York, I think, was really cool. It had this like sort of the late 1930s look with all the classy dudes in fedoras. Kit Walker breaks free from the Drax henchman, switches into his alter ego's garb, and becomes the Phantom. He battles the gun-toting thugs and escapes into the New York streets, where he borrows a police officer's horse. He had his own horse, too. This guy, I think, was the Phantom's, like, helper guy. He's kind of like his Alfred. Gurren's radio room. A Bengalan, who is one of the few close confidants of the Phantom, Gurren knows the secrets of the man who cannot die. Deep in the Skull Cave, Gurren monitors the radio frequencies around the area. He picks up a distress signal from the Pan Am Clipper seaplanes have forced down the plane, and thugs have taken Diana Palmer hostage. Buddy on the radio. Here they are they're just gonna go meet the pirates who had the 3rd skull. but then they just got captured right away. So Drax and his men, along with his pilot Sala and their captive Dana Palmer, are taken prisoner by the Sang pirates. The unpleasant welcome looks like it will derail Drax's plans to attain the gold skull of Tuganda. Oh, that's a nice one. I guess it's is that the director, Billy Zane? The creator. Oh, he's the original author of the Phantom. Lee Falk is the creator of the Phantom, and he traveled to the Queensland, Australia set to visit Billy Zane, the big screen hero himself. The St. Louis-born Falk created The Ghost Who Walks in February 1936. For 7 days a week, Falk has been writing the classic comic strip for King Features Syndicate. For years, Falk took to globetrotting just like his hero and often wrote his adventures while in some far-off hotel room. 6 decades after the Phantom was born, Falk and his wife Elizabeth watched in delight as the big screen adaptation was filmed in Hollywood, Australia, and Thailand. 6 decades. So I don't think he's around anymore, but I really like that card. They're pals. Where am I going to put this? I'll put it there. All right, and this is the little boy that he was like captured by the bad guys at the start and taking them into the temple. Zach, played by Chatpong Petchlor. In the wrong place at the wrong time, Bengala native Zach is the unwitting accomplice to Quill and his men. A jungle guide, Zach comes from the Tree People, a fiercely loyal group of tree dwellers who live in a collection of huts, shacks, and bridges high above the jungle floor. Zach is ultimately saved from the mortal danger by the Ghost Who Walks. Kid guy. The world of... It's the skulls. These are the skulls. They were like trying to get them to attain their superpowers. The skulls of Tuganda. These skulls, intricately carved, are made of gold, silver, and jade. The Sang Brotherhood tried for 400 years to capture the skulls. If all three are put together, their power makes the holder invincible. So yeah, now you get the driving force of the plot. All right, we got one more card, and it's another card of them hanging off that bridge at the start there. Hundreds of feet above a raging Bengala mountain river, the mercenaries' truck hangs precariously over the damaged suspension bridge. Inside are the Phantom and a native village boy, Zach. The pair only have a few minutes left before the bridge will give out. All right, that is the last card in the Phantom packs. Definitely give this video a like and subscribe if you want more card openings of various variety. Send me a comment on the page. Let me know if you like Billy Zane or Billy Zane better. And have a good evening.